Hello viewers, this is Heorotlinia. Welcome back to my playthrough of Dragon Quest V, Hand of the Heavenly Bride, for the Nintendo DS. Previously, we arrived here in Mostroferrato, on southern Zephyrus. We explored most of the town, and now we're going to check out the Briscoletti residence. Welcome to the Briscoletti residence. Thank you, ma'am. Are you here to talk to Mr. Briscoletti about marrying Ms. Nera? No. In that case, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to come back another time. Mr. Briscoletti is very busy today, talking to all Ms. Nera's prospective grooms. Oh, is that so? I wonder if we can get in on this. Oh, are you here to ask for Nera's hand in marriage, too? Well, I'm Crispin Burns. Pleased to meet you. Nera and I have been friends since we were little. Ah, childhood friends, I see. I don't care about money or family heirlooms. The thought of marrying Nera is like asking for the moon. But if she picked me, I'd be over the moon. Sounds like this guy really likes her. It would be like a dream come true if I married Nera. I just wonder what these conditions are going to be. Well, naturally, there would be conditions. You picked a great time to visit this place, my friend. Not that it'll do you much good. I don't intend to lose out on all Nera's wealth. Oh, quite the gold digger, aren't you? Nothing in here. Well, let's get in on this, shall we? Yes, just wait over there then, please. And after a little while, we'll learn the pun behind Crispin Burns' name. Ah, there he is. I remember seeing him on that ship when Pancras and Madason disembarked, at the very beginning of the game. Thank you all for your patience. Mr. Briscoletti is ready to see you now. Please go in. Who's this girl? Be quiet. What is this? Not more men pestering me. Well, sorry to disappoint you all, but I'm perfectly happy as I am. I've no intention of getting married. What are you doing down here, Deborah? These gentlemen aren't here for you. I've invited them on Nera's behalf. Stop making a nuisance of yourself and go back to your room. So this is Deborah. For Nera? Huh. Well, good luck with that, Papa. I'll go back to my room then, if I'm not needed here. I can't afford to get too tired. It plays havoc with my complexion. That girl will be the death of me. I must apologize, gentlemen. Please, this way. Anyone ever tell you look a lot like the pointy-haired boss on Dilbert? Welcome, young Romeos. As I'm sure you are already aware, I am Rodrigo Briscoletti. And as you are all here in the hope of marrying my daughter Nera, one of you will soon be calling me Papa, eh? Ha 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 ha! But enough antipasto. Only a man of extreme virtue will marry my precious bambina. So, the rules. According to a very ancient legend, somewhere on our continent of Zephyrus, there are two rather unusual rings. They are called the Circle of Fire and the circle of water. They are said to bring good fortune to those who wear them. I have therefore decided that the suitor who brings them to me will marry my daughter with one of those very rings on his finger. And I will give my new son-in-law the treasured Briscoletti shield as a sign of acceptance into my great family. So... Wait! Ah, we saw her earlier. Nera, didn't I tell you to wait in your room? Papa, I've always done as I'm told. Always. But please, let me choose my husband for myself. Listen to me, all you brave young men. The circle of fire is said to be deep in a cave full of lava. A place like that is far too dangerous. I couldn't bear it if anyone was to get hurt because of me. ... Aren't you the young man who stopped Bingo when he ran away before? Yes, I am. So, you came here for my hand in marriage? Wow, I mean, I don't know what to... Do you know this man, Nera? Yes, you look like a reliable young fellow. Ahem. But only the man who brings me the 2 rings will have my permission to marry Nera. Now, come with me, my bambina. Phew, that's a tall order, eh? Indeed it is. Now let's check out the mansion. Madason takes a book from the shelf and has a closer look. Tucked in between the pages is a chimera wing. Ah, a chimera wing. Let's toss that into the bag. And continue checking. No books of interest here. Nor here. Madason examines the treasure chest. It's locked and won't open. Same for this one. No books of interest. Not here either. Alright. The 2nd floor. Hello, Nera. Papa's always been a very assertive man. That's not hard to believe. Please, don't do anything dangerous for me. You don't need to bring me the circle of fire or the circle of water. Even without them, I'd... There's something about you. Something so familiar. Maybe it's your voice. Or maybe we met somewhere once before, long ago. Yes, we did, actually. In that cabinet, we find a silver tiara. Of course, it's been so long you probably don't remember it. Nothing down here. Are you still lingering, lad? Nope, raiding your house. The circle of fire is said to be deep in a raging inferno in a cave to the southeast of here. Good luck. Remember, I want both rings before I'll consider you worthy of my bambina. Once he's made up his mind about something, there's no talking to him. I do wish he'd have a bit more consideration for Nera's feelings in the matter, though. I'm sorry, why isn't he looking for a match for Deborah as well? We couldn't possibly expect anyone to... It would be far too much to expect of anyone. Yep, I just met her once. Actually, twice now. What luck, a TNT ticket. And a silk apron. Let's throw these into the bag. But Deborah doesn't seem to be too easy to get along with. Let's go upstairs now. This level is new compared to the PS2 and any Super Famicom versions, because Deborah is new. Who do you think you are? Is there a sign on the door saying Scruff Bags Welcome? Oh, you heard I was the older sister out of Nera and I, did you? So, what of it? If you think that means I'm looking to get married first, you can think again. Oh, definitely plain spoken. Almost too plain. A mini-game that can be played with the stylus. Bruise the Ooze. It's time to bruise the ooze and sock it to the slimes that poke their pointy heads out of the 8 apertures. 3 types of sloppy slimes will be taking cheeky peeks at you from their hidey-hole hoozes. There are boring old blue slimes, run-of-the-mill red slimes, and super slick, lickety-split silver slimes. At each level of the game, you'll have to stretch yourself and whack the 3 types of wobblies in a different order. Watch the 4 panels above the holes and bop the blobs in turn as their pictures plop up. Fail to jab the jilly-jinxes in the right order, and the rock bomb will roll your way, so brace yourself for kaboom! Once your time's up, you lose. Game over. If you muddle through without missing a single slime, you get a goo at a bonus level too. So try to top the top scores and bruise that ooze. I think not. The meeting's over now. Do be careful, won't you? I certainly shall. Ms. Nera is such a kind lady. I'm sure she'd make a wonderful wife. Well, I'm sure she would, but I'm not sure she's the right girl for me. I was attacked by monsters up in the mountains on my way here, and I did my leg in. Fortunately, a young lady from a nearby village happened to pass by, and she dressed the wound for me. What an exceptional young woman to be out in the mountains all on her own. I wonder who that girl could be. Crispin told me all about it. So you're another of young Nera's suitors? But couldn't you just bow out? You must meet lots of young girls on your travels. Crispin and Nera have been bosom buddies since they were in nappies, you know. Ah, phew, Deborah and Crispin again. What's that about Deborah and Crispin? I can do this. I'm going to find those 2 rings. I've even been practicing some magic to impress Nera with. Have you now? Frizz, there you go. Ah! Uh-oh. Crack! Anyway, you've got yourself some competition, my friend. I see that. If you don't rub a bit harder, it won't help one little bit, you old waster. Oh, you're not my husband. I do apologize. You'd better. Zzz, zzz. Ah, that's some good juice. You want to try some, lad? Go on, just 1 glass. Well, why not? Madason downs the glass. Whoa. Hey, are you all right? You looked like you could take it, but maybe I was wrong. I haven't had much booze. Have a few drinks here, and forget all your troubles. Asleep on the bar stool, eh? You're hoping to marry Nera, are you? You'll need a stiff drink, then. I've given up on marrying Nera now. Oh, is that so? But Crispin's really going for it. I've got to say, I'm a bit worried for him. Yes, Crispin does seem a bit spoony. I lost my wife some time ago. She was killed by monsters while I was away traveling once. I wish I'd taken her with me now, even if it can be a bit dangerous at times. Yes, the theme of marriage is running rampant at this part of the game. Yeah, come on, Dad. Let's get those monsters. So, let's stay here for 40 gold. Something tells me we shall be back, sir. No, I don't need any drink. Who in their right mind would go off hunting for a couple of rings when there are monsters on the prowl? That, sir, is a good question. I heard the circle of fire was in some volcano to the south of here. Oh, that's a good clue. That's also the only way we haven't been yet. I've heard rumors, you know. People say the Briscoletti family shield is actually none other than the legendary Zenithian shield. Yep, that's why we need to go through this process, to get that shield. Oh, looks like Crispin has left. If I could have married Nera, I would have expanded the shop, you know. But I won't be able to do any expanding if I end up dead, will I? Yep, that is a good consideration. If you're still thinking of going, you'll be wanting to stock up on some decent items here before you head off, won't you? Well, if you have decent items. Too bad strong medicines aren't a thing in this game. but I'll get a few regular medicinal herbs. And a few antidotal herbs. And I think that should do it. As for weapons, we are good on weapons. That cautery sword would be nice if you didn't have the Metal King swords. Thank you, Ms. Maid. The circle of fire is said to be deep in a raging inferno in a cave to the southeast of here. Good luck. Buona fortuna. Remember, I want both rings before I'll consider you worthy of my bambina. I'm sorry about Papa, Madason. It's unreasonable to expect anyone to do things like this for me. I'm so worried about Crispin. Do you know him? He was at the meeting too. Yep, we've met him. He wouldn't say boo to a goose when we were younger. I'm scared he'll push himself too far. All this reminds me of my courting days. Rodrigo is quite the Romeo himself, you know. He had to put himself in great danger to win my hand in marriage. So he's extending that tradition, is he? Hey there, Deb. What is it now? Do you want something or not? Well, sure. Can't get enough of me, I suppose. I'm not surprised. Sometimes being so beautiful really is a curse, you know. And if not, then stop gawping. Well, she sure tells it like it is, doesn't she? Now let's go outside of town and reform our lineup. All the monsters got kicked out when we were going into Rod's house. In the next episode, before we head to the volcano, we'll actually do a little bit of leveling. So maybe we can get some new armor for our party members. This is Heorotlinia. I would like to thank you for watching, and I will see you again next time.